today we're eating ice cream. We've got durian, we've got mangosteen, we've got mangosteen, is it? Jackfruit.
No, jackfruit.
And
then we had pineapple cookie.
Pineapple tart in conjunction with Chinese New Year. So I'm here
The
today.
year of the pig in a moment, just in a minute.
So you've been 3 days in here in Malaysia.
Yes.
As a foodie, what was your favorite Malaysian food so far?
Fruit-wise, the mangosteen, the big mangosteen.
Right.
Yesterday I had the roti tissue was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's huge, right?
But a little too sweet for my flavor. I had just a regular roti with chilies and garlic inside. I really like spicy food.
Right, okay.
And for once I had some food where I was like, this might be too spicy.
What is your best piece of love advice?
Be honest. But start by being honest with yourself.
Okay, what is your guilty pleasure song?
There's either Wham,
Wham? Which song? Which song?
almost all of it, but the Christmas, the Last Christmas. And
That song.
yeah, but also Mariah Carey's Christmas song. For Christmas. It's like you hear it now. It's gonna be. It's so. I'm gonna hear it in my head until Christmas.
Yeah, man,
comes.
Christmas is past. Yeah. What is the toughest situation you've been in when making music?
I think the whole family work balance is pretty tough for me sometimes because I'd like to be with my family all the time, but I also have to work in order to be a happy man and in order to inspire my daughter to be a hard worker when she grows up.
Pineapples on pizza, yay or nay? Yes.
Pineapples on one pizza.
On one pizza, which
There's
pizza is that?
it's the pepperoni pizza with pineapple, chili, and garlic. Because then when you get there has to be a lot of chili, so that the sweet pineapple is kind of helping you overcome
The heat.
Yes.
Right. You're really into your food, right?
I love food.
Do you plan to ever like open up a shop or cook yourself?
I actually have stakes in 2 restaurants.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of restaurants?
It's local Danish food, not in the traditional sense.
Right.
It's like what they call neo-Nordic. But it's basically everything is sourced locally and in-season food.
I think you should fly me out to Denmark to try all
Yeah.
this food.
And then you can eat it, and afterwards you have like, the lovely food. You'll be like, steady la.
Steady line, yes! Okay, next question. What are the 5 things that you can't live without? 5 things.
Family,
Right.
food, friends, fruits,
Like mangosteen.
music.
Right. That sounds like a good balance.
I think. Yeah.
Next question. I don't have a question, but I want him to speak Danish.
Jeg har overhovedet ikke lyst til at tale dansk, fordi nu er jeg jo faktisk i Malaysia på den anden side af jorden, og jeg spiser sådan en fantastisk durian is her med en lille plastikske, og jeg er lidt ked af, at jeg bliver bedt om at tale mit modersmål, når nu vi er så dygtige til at tale engelsk her i Malaysia.
Yep, you heard it first, guys.
So if you thought your language was weird,
I don't think that's weird. It sounds beautiful. It sounds like you're
Really?
yodeling. Yeah.
it sounds like everything is happening in the throat.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What
It
did you
meant
say?
that I really don't want to speak Danish now that I'm in a country where people are so proficient in their English, and I'm actually sitting here enjoying a nice durian ice cream with a plastic spoon.
Okay, I just need you to do a favor for me. Say the last bit. I'm just eating ice cream with a plastic spoon, but in Malay in this time. Is that alright?
Yeah.
Okay. Saya sekarang
Saya sekarang
tengah makan
tengah makan
ice cream durian
ice cream durian
dengan sudu plastik.
dengan
Sudu plastik.
sudu plastik.
Yeah, solid. Those are the questions for today. We're all good. We're all wrapped up. You can finish the ice cream if you want to finish.
I want to go have lunch. I like food more than I like sweet.
Yeah, me too. Thank you so much, Lucas.
Thank you, Aziz.